What's going down, people? Old Dads, right? Just hit Netflix. It's Bill Burr's feature directorial debut. So he also co-writes it with Ben Tishler. The film is produced by Bill Block, Bill Burr, right? I got Mike Bertolina, Monica Levinson, and Ben Tishler. It's executive produced by Thomas Zadra, Andrew Gulov, Joshua A. Foster, Stephen Farnoff, Jamie D. Boscadin, and Dave Becky. Right, line produced by Michael M. McGuire. Christopher Wills handles the music, Sean McElwee, cinematography, Patrick J. Don Vito, and Adrian Van Zyl edit the piece. Nicole Abarella and Janine McCarthy are on casting duties. Hold on, I have just lost. Yeah. Casting duties. Set direction is Taylor Jean. Art direction is Karen E. Weber. Jenny Mola handles production design. Christopher Lawrence, costume design. And our cast. Well, Bill Burr is Jack Kelly, right? Kate Asselton is his wife, Lee. There's Connor Brody, played by Bobby Cannavale. His wife, Cara, is played by Jackie Tone. Then there's Mike Richards, played by Bokeem Woodbine. And his girlfriend is Brittany, played by Rain Edwards. So, yeah, Jack and Lee have a son called Nate, played by Dash McLeod. Right? Cara and Connor have a son as well. His name is Colin. God, I didn't even realize they're all C's. Oh, Connor, Cara, Colin. That's just some crazy shit when the post comes, right? You know what I mean? Anyway, Colin is played by Dominic Gray Gonzalez. We've also got Dr. Louise Schmickel Turner, played by Rachel Harris. Travis Rooney, played by Justin Mills. Ed Cameron, played by C. Thomas Howe. Richie Jacobs, played by Bruce Dern. Natasha Leggero is Kelly. Katrina Bowden is Joanne. Angela Guna is Mimi. Josh Brenner is Dana. Erin Wu is Daimel. Justin Alper is Caprice. Cameron Kelly is Amelia. Cody Renee Cameron is Chantel. Joe Bartnick is Randy the Bouncer. Chelsea M. Davis is Monica Crawford. Hunter Lewis is played by Rick Glassman. Judy is played by Abby Cobb. I would say that is probably our main cast. Now, the gist of the flick is this: Jack Kelly, Connor Brody, and Mike Richards are best friends, business partners, and old dads. After agreeing to sell their throwback sports apparel company, They're excited to punch their tickets to the lives they've always dreamed of. But when the company is made over by an eccentric new millennial CEO, Jack's anger boils over, creating a series of crises at work, home, and his son's ultra progressive preschool. In the aftermath, Jack and his fellow old dads must fight to win back their families and self-respect on an unlikely quest that takes them from Palm Desert casinos to strip clubs to the e-scooter riddled streets of Los Angeles. So, yes. Oh, dads. Now, I love Bill Burr. Bill Burr is funny as fuck. Man, I went to see him at the Royal Albert Hall and realized they were taping Paper Tigers that night, which was just awesome. Just awesome. Man, Bill's great. Funny ass podcast. You know what I mean? So, like, we know he can act. You know what I mean? He's been in The Mandalorian. He's been on what Breaking Bad. Whole heap of things. Whole heap of things. But a directorial debut. You know what I mean? That's always like, ooh, how is that gonna go? Someone's co-writing as well, man. And I heard about this, and it was like old dads and millennials, and I was like, is this gonna actually? How will this be? I will say, I enjoyed the fuck out of it. I laughed. I laughed a lot. You know what I mean? Look. Is it the best comedy you will see? No. Like, but it's not rubbish. It's not bad. It's good, right? It's just not like, what I mean? Oh my God, that was incredible. But it's funny. It's good. You're going to have a good time watching it. Like, you know where it's going. You know? You know where it's going. It's not necessarily a bad thing, especially when you touch on like certain things that a lot of comedies of this ilk will shy away from, you know, like just his Mike had a vasectomy, and so the conversation about that, right? Like a man of your age with pre-cum like that's impressive, right? Just it's amusing, you know? And they're kind of like hitting those emotions that you think people dealing with certain things would be hitting, right? It was when they're planning the fundraiser, and you've got, I think it's Dana being like, why are these things always led by white people, white men, right? When Dana's a white dude, you know what I mean? And it's just like in the recent years, it's been that kind of crazy bullshit that we've seen. Like people trying to have a hot take on something, and you'd be like, yo, by your logic, you're part of the problem, you dumb motherfucker. But then they've got the responses like Dana. He's like, when you look at my 23 and me, the 3% Sri Lankan has an issue with that. And it's just like, are you fucking crazy? What is wrong with you? You know what I mean? But it's those little things that work very well with this, you know? I will say, there was some bits I think, I kind of think Jack's got like, you know what I mean? Because he's just said to Liam at one point, he'd be like, you never had my back. And I do kind of feel it is like behind closed doors, you can be pissed, but in public, y'all should have someone's back. You know what I mean? Unless they've done something crazy. You know what I mean? If they killed someone, you know what I mean? Be like, they were justified. What's wrong with you? You know what I mean? Be like, no. It's fair to be like, what the fuck? In that moment. You know what I mean? Or like if you just, you know, just walk up and punch someone. There's certain things, right? But other things, yo should have someone's back, you know? I don't know if the camera thing is real, because if so, that's some crazy shit, and I didn't know about that, right? I mean, maybe it's not a thing in the UK. Maybe it's just a US thing, but you'd be crazy, right? But yeah, that'd be worrying because I sometimes you say shit, right? Sometimes you say shit. And again, you know what I mean? Like talking about the triathlete. Hey, I mean, it happened, right? Now, let people live their life for real. Let people live their life, but ain't you have to talk about the past. You know what I mean? That'd be crazy. But yeah, no, this is you know, it's a funny film. It's a funny film. Like again, it's not a super bad, right? It's not gonna hit on those levels, right? But it worked. It worked, and I mean, you can watch this and go, yeah, Bill's got some good directorial chops, right? I mean, I think he's can look at things and you know turn them around nicely. So I think that what the acting was, you know, everyone did their thing for sure. Man, I was just like when you know her comedy, Steph Tolev, that was just like Jesus Christ. Just like, yo, what the fuck, man? What are you doing? Oh man, and yo, Bobby Cannavale's line of when you open your legs, I can hear the East German national anthem. ah, motherfucker. That got me, man. That got me for sure. Yeah, it's some silly fun, man. It's some silly fun. So yeah, if you want to kick it for it's about an hour and 40 minutes, right? Hour and 40 minutes. You want something light-hearted with a little bit of I won't say social commentary, but you know, what I mean, it's kind of looking at certain things that are going on, private schools, right? Just people talking about privilege that don't know what the fuck they're talking about. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. Taking responsibility for your actions, right? Old dads have got you covered, people. So, yeah, put on Old Dads. It's on Netflix. Have some chuckles. Boom.